Okay, in this video, we're still talking about circles in the coordinate plane. We're going to talk about writing an equation if I give you a graph of a circle. So let's look at this first example. We're going to write the equation of this circle here in this coordinate plane. We can follow these steps. So first, we need to find the center of the circle. And usually this is something you can kind of eyeball, right? It looks like it would be right here. Oh, whoops, let me use the pen and not... Right, and you can tell it's the center because there's 3 boxes to the right of it, 3 boxes to the left, 3 boxes up, 3 boxes down. It's the center of the circle because it is the equal distance from the center to the outside circle no matter which direction you go to. Okay, we know that the center is HK. So this is our HK. Okay, so our center, which we know as HK, let's figure out the coordinates of that guy. So that is at 2, -2. Okay, so we found the center. Next, we need to find the radius. You have 2 options. You can either count boxes or use the distance formula to find the radius. Right? So by using the distance formula, you choose a point on the circle. I'm going to choose this right here. We want to find the distance between the center and the point on the circle. So you can either count boxes or you can use the distance formula, right? x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay? We have the center and then we have the point on the circle, which would be at 5, -2. So we have 2 points here. We have 2, -2, and then 5, -2. And we can substitute. Okay, x2, 5 minus 2 squared plus -2 minus -2 squared. We're taking the square root of all of that. 5 minus 2 is 3 squared. -2 minus a -2 would be 0 squared. Okay, 3 squared is 9. Plus 0 squared would be plus 0. The square root of 9 is 3. So the radius here is 3. So you can either use the distance formula or you can count boxes, right? 1, 2, 3. The radius is 3. So we found the center. We did step 2. Now we're going to look at step 3. I'm going to erase some of this, all of this really, so that we can look at the next steps, and I ran out of space. So the next thing we want to do is write the standard form. We learned it as x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. We need to substitute. What are we substituting for? We're substituting for the radius, which we know is 3. And we're substituting for the center, which we said was 2, -2. This is your h, that's your k. So we have x minus 2 squared plus y minus -2 squared. Next, we need to simplify. You check each inside the parentheses, x minus 2. You can't simplify that, so that's going to stay. Y minus -2 would become y plus 2 squared. And 3 squared becomes 9. So here we have the equation of this graph right there. On this next page, I'd like you to press pause and then come back to it when you complete it. So you're writing the equation of this circle. Step 1, find the center. That is at -3, 4. Find the radius. You can either use the distance formula or you can count boxes. Choose a point on the circle. Find the distance between those two. It has a radius of 2. Okay, or you can use the distance formula. It's up to you. Now we write it in standard form. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals radius squared. This is your h, this is your k, this is your radius. You're substituting. Next, you simplify. X minus negative 3 would become x plus 3. Y minus 4 can't be simplified, so we leave it, and 2 squared would become 4. So your final answer should be x plus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals